Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
Dobrý den, dámy a pánové, vítám vás na CZ u prvního videa na hru Alan Wake. Omlouvám se, že jsem nemluvil, ale já jsem nechtěl vlastně přerušovat scénu a chtěli bych se tam omylem zapl, když bych se měl, ale já už jsem nesmí dát zpátky. No. Co obrátit? Ne, nechci obrátit. Tu pojbu jménu. Jo, tak než tak můžu sprint.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Jako já jsem to už hrál ten kousek, jsem zkoušel, jako ne, dobrý a... No, dobrý, to ne. Není to ten, který ho přejel? Jo, tak.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder?
Bohužel
You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You missed your deadline!
Damn.
You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
This way!
Chudák.
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Musíme jako počkat, tady než musíme rád, to tady nebude žádný korpus.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light.
No jo, následuj. Aha.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Ale světlo nás léčí. Světlo je dobré.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Ne, já už jo,
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
jo, dejme baterku. Já potřebuji baterku.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Jo, jdeme zpátky, jsem
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Jo, prostě, že ten maják, že to je prostě poslední bezpečné místo.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you.
Hej,
This is it!
tady ty slapy bychom měli teda. Tady. Je v těch... Jestli člověk něco bývá, jak to dobrý. Airguna. Jsem tady neměl, když jsem to hrál poprvé. Možná bude, že jsem se ani nekoukal. Jsem blbec.
You did just like
Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here. Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Tady ten chlap jmenuje. OK, vstupila tady
Hi.
pochválek.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Dobra. Tak co?
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
Very.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller! How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Neil Jenkins tady.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
No. Jestli budete chtít, abych to přidat, když vám překládal, jako co se děje,
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Mhm.
you
a
sing
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to...
Go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
To je to creepy úplně. Takhle nevypadá creepy.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Ale v tým scéně byla hodně creepy.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Moment.
Splendid. Damn hernia. This swells up.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Úplně to chápu.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Děkuju, to je 5 sekund.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
No jasně. Neměla by to...
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Do toho baráku, do baráku. Wow, ale to pěkný ten. Wow. Krásný. Bohužel ale se bojí ty tmy, takže to je jako blbý. On se odpikujem tady.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Jasně to bude někdo ve sklepě, ne? Bude tady.
Hello? Anyone here?
Nic, okej. Termoska. Tady nahoře něco.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn.
Okay.
I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones, caller. You're on KBFM.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Počkat. Asi na to přišel, jsme v té kabince. Kolik se do ní leze. Já nevím, kolik se do ní leze. Tak já nevím, kolik se do ní leze. Udělal bych si prostě speciální dýška, abych si ho mohl projít. Vidím celý to okno. Nikde žádný přístup nevidím. Ty vole, jak bych se jim dostat. Myslím, že se dostat. Počkej. No, to je ty vole,
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Aha, ok. No vlastně má to být tady, ale jak se mám k tomu dostat? Jako co mám udělat? Tady vůbec není možnost. Ty vado, já nevím. Ty se nedá. Jak se jim dostat, sakra.
There's probably a fuse box or a generator in the shed.
No wow, to mě vůbec nenapadlo. Ale jak se do toho dostat? Moment, kdybych si to sekirul nějak to? Já nevím. Počkej, něco tady. Kdybych nějak chtěl otevřet ty dveře. Já vůbec nevím.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Vážně z toho nevšimnu. Vážně. To jsem tak retardovaný. Je počkej. Já jsem fakt retardovaný.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing! Have fun!
The island had once been the site for a love. It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Maybe it would be that again.
Ale co jsi daleký, dobře, jdem na to. Tady jsem mohl examinout, ale co nesmí, to nemám můžu, voda. Kde je Alice?
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Dobře, běžím. Tady seš, jo.
Well, Hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh,
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
Hey! Just hear me out! There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe
so now you want to get me committed?
No! It's not like that. That's not...
Oh,
Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Oh.
God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Co se dzieje? Ale...
Damn it. Alice.
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell?
Alice? Alice?
Co se to dzieje? Oh shit.
Oh no!
Push something.
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
What?
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Jo, tady nevypněný, to tady taky ne. No, tak jdeme tudma.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there. Damn.
No, tak to nám asi pojišťovna nezaplatí.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there?
Stránky? Co tady dělají stránky? Problém.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Počkám, my jsme v lese, ale... F5.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake. Departure by Alan Wake.
What the fuck? Co to sakra má znamenat? Nechápu vůbec.
Oh! Anybody there? Please! I've been in an accident!
Já jsem tak lekal. Ty vole, no.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Anybody there? Please! I've been in an accident! Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident! I need help!
Listen,
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Nightfall! Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
to meet you.
Non-refundable reservation
deposit required. Fair and square.
And square.
Update. The
Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Premium!
Figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Oh, zbrani. Nice. A baterka. To je. To je to, co potrzebujemy. To hajtlo. Baterki. Energizer. You like?
During your...
Trying.
It's the latest. In...
Yes.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
Stone!
You can see.
Despair. I wasn't about to open the door, as long as I was liable to catch an axe with my forehead. There were more of them. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
No, ještě pak umím hrát, pak to video. Umleknu tu šťávu. Tady šipka.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Dobře. Tady. Viděl, já tam no, nevím, jestli dobrý nápad, ale okej. Bych já to.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
No, abych střelil tu svoji jedinou světlici, retarde. Já jsem nechtěl vystřelit světlici na něj. Máme bože. Jo, ta světlice je pro ně one shot. Pokud to nevíte. Další stránka. To je...
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Dobře. Něco jdeme dál.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
No, já jsem taky nechtěl půjít na tu vodu ani jeden, ale...
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Já vím, já jsem nechtěl. To ale
How dangerous is your hazardous occupation?
Teď mi nadělal dobrý jumpscare, ale... A, to je něco dalšího, nějaký secret. Nahoru, jo. Dobře, jdeme nahoru teda. Tady.
Taken. They're taken.
Okay. Tady další bednička. Další baterky, které ani nevyužiju. Litiové baterky. To se doplní na ceně. No nicméně, tohoto videa, to už vlastně konec tohoto videa, doufám, že se vám líbilo. Nezapomeňte dát like, kupce odebrat stejnový a já se tady vyloučím, tak zatím čus.